When Luke blindly deflects bolts from the training remote on the Millennium Falcon, Han calls it luck. Obi-Wan says in his experience there's no such thing as luck. A couple of recent books have made me revisit that scene and really consider whether or not luck exists in the Star Wars universe. Does everything come down to the will of the Force? That's what we'll be talking about today. I'll be talking about spoilers from John Jackson Miller's Canto Bight story, The Ride. The Ride is about a career gambler named Cal that has to pay off a significant debt in only one night. He's worked out the perfect strategy to do so, and after methodically playing a game for months, he finally has the opportunity for it. Unfortunately, his hopes are wiped away in one hand by a group of 3 seemingly careless brothers. They take his winnings, immediately lose it all, but happily continue on. Cal becomes intrigued with them, and they take him under their wing and pretty much teach them to let go and just have fun. They have ups and downs all night, but when he finally learns to just surrender, he actually starts winning. He's able to pay off his debt, and his whole life turns around in one night. Okay, I'm probably about to analyze this story way more than I should, but here we go. On the surface, this is a very fun story about a gambler that has a very lucky streak. But I think it's possible that we can actually learn a little about the nature of the Force and its will by watching Cal. This has been touched on before, but I think this is further evidence that the Force works through many individuals, not just the Jedi or the Sith, or beings we would consider to be Force-sensitive. To jump back to Han and what he believes, at least in A New Hope, even if he's never specifically used the Force, I do think he's benefited from it. To use a line from The Force Awakens, he never asks if something is possible until after he's done it. He's a very improvisational pilot who just accepts that whatever he does will work out in his favor. The more we learn about the Force, the more I think that's a very successful way to not so much use or control it, but to allow it to work through you. In the book The Legends of Luke Skywalker, we get a bunch of tall tales about Luke, but there's one that I think happened exactly as it was told. In that story, Luke spends months on the planet Luel learning about what the natives called the Tide. Luke recognizes it as another name for the Force, but those people see the Tide as something to trust, not to use. They can listen to the Tide and allow it to guide them, but they don't try to control it. They recognize Luke's power in the Tide, but also note that he stands outside of it. He does not allow himself to be immersed in it. They specifically say that lack of trust that things will work out without intervention is holding Luke back, and by the end of that story, he learns to surrender. So in some ways, Han may have understood the Force better than Luke, even if neither of them knew that. Again, I'm not saying Han could control the Force or even feel it, I'm just saying he was confident enough to believe things would work out, and that the ability to let go of the illusion that you can control anything in life is significant. This might go against some of the things Yoda and Obi-Wan taught. Yoda told Luke, "Control, control, you must learn control." On the Falcon, Luke asked if the Force controlled his actions, and Obi-Wan said yes, but it would also obey his commands. I think these stories about surrendering to the will of the Force aren't saying it's wrong to try to control the Force. I think we're more learning that it's not appropriate in every situation. In fact, I think the lesson Cal learns in The Ride relates directly back to the Jedi of the Clone Wars. They were very cold, calculated, methodical, and even scientific when it came to their views on the Force and recruitment. Cal was the same way when it came to his career in gambling, but when he remembered why he became a gambler in the first place and why it was important to him, when he became more spiritual with his gambling in a way, his quote-unquote luck instantly improved. I touched on this yesterday when I talked about the Kazarath device, but I'm starting to think we might see a new division in Force philosophies. We don't know exactly what Snoke is after right now, but as we learn about characters giving into luck, or more accurately, the will of the Force, I wonder if Snoke is going to go the opposite route and attempt to completely dominate it. Maybe he's trying to gain so much power that he can control every aspect of the Force and even control its will. That could be why he finds Kylo Ren so valuable, since he has a heritage in both the light and dark sides. If that's where all this is headed, I think that would be a very interesting threat. It's a spiritual threat that could have dire consequences. Anyway, that's all speculation, and I'm not trying to devolve into a new Snoke theory here. I just found the idea of luck and the Force to be very compelling as I read The Ride and Canto Bight. But now I'd love to hear what you guys think. Is there such a thing as luck in Star Wars, or is there only the Force as Obi-Wan implies? Let me know in the comments. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and consider checking out my Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.